Hi everybody, welcome back to Modern Warfare 2019, and this is a complete beginner's guide to team deathmatch tactics, or one particular strategy or tactics you could use. Now when you start playing Call of Duty, start playing Modern Warfare 2019, it can be really challenging, and especially in team deathmatch, often you'll find yourself just running around and dying a lot, and you probably get a bit frustrated and think, what can I do to really help my team, and what can I do to get better? Now, one of the tactics you can use is to lock down a part of the map. Now, we're on Gunrunner here, and my tactic for this entire game is really simple. The tactic is just to lock down the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Nice little double kill here with the rocket launcher. Always good fun. So all I'm doing is I'm staying at this bit, just forward and right a bit from our spawn. If you play domination, I'm just to the right of what would be the A flag. And all I'm doing is guarding this part of the map. Now, some people might look at this and say, well, you're camping, aren't you? Well, no, I'm not camping. I'm not in a room. I'm not sitting in a corner watching a door or watching a window. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the line of sight that's sort of north of me, up that way. And then I'm going to be looking at the line of sight that's left of me. And I'm just guarding this part of the map. Now, this is quite a boring game style, because unless the enemies start to push you and come towards you, chances are not much is going to happen, but it will give you a chance to really listen to what's happening in the game. So you can watch the kill feed in the top right hand corner, you can look at the minimap in the top left hand corner, you can look for the little skulls that appear when people die. You can hear out the call-outs from your teammates, enemy in the showers, enemy at the train carts, things like that. Enemy at the mine carts, sorry. Enemy at the forklift is another one you get on this particular map. And just learn about the flow. Now, although this is a particularly boring game style and you don't seem to be doing that much, a really important part of this is you are preventing the enemy spawning from within your lines of sight, in front of you, to the side, and when you're looking behind, in this part of the map. What then happens is that the enemies are forced to spawn, so forced to come back to life in the other part of the map, and they have to keep spawning there. And this is a really good thing, especially in team deathmatch, because it means that your teammates always know where the enemies are going to be coming from. In this case, they're always going to be coming from the top left hand, top right hand part of the map. They're just going to continually be spawning there, because the game will not let them spawn near you in anywhere basically where you're looking in this part of the map. Now, if there was a hard, what we would call spawn flip, they could spawn behind me, behind the building. That could happen. Now that's why I'm keeping an eye on my mini map, just looking to see where my teammates are, because you know that where your teammates are, chances are the enemy aren't going to be there unless you can hear your teammates firing, and so they're going to be somewhere else. You can keep on doing this, and again, what you can do is you just stay here, you're just patrolling around, getting ready for the enemies to come along, and then you're just shooting them. Now, if you do get shot and you do die, make your way back to this area, try and kill any enemies that are around, and then make this your part of the map again. And that's all you're doing, just patrolling this simple little bit of the map. You'll probably only get a handful of kills, but you'll probably go positive, as long as don't hang around in the open too much and don't push too much. And just do this. And what you may well find is, when you do this sort of tactics, your team will probably do very well. They will probably do very well, because one of the great skills in Call of Duty is being able to predict where the enemies are going to be. However, in this case, where you're locking down part of the map where the enemies cannot spawn here, it means that it makes it much more easier for all your teammates to predict where the enemies are going to be and then engage in them. So there we go. A nice simple team deathmatch tactic for the complete beginner to Call of Duty. Lock down a part of the map, just patrol it, take down enemies as they're coming towards you. If you do die, which you will, make your way back to that part of the map. I think I'll get killed here by this sniper. M4 versus sniper, never that good. But as you'll see, what I'll do now is I then leg it back over here. I'm looking around. Can I see where the enemy is? Because this is my part of the map. This is the part of the map that I want to own. And then, you know, I'll try and take them out. If we were playing domination, this would be really good because I would be protecting the A flag. And it would mean that, you know, if I heard enemy on A or you're needed help at A, you know, I could make my way there. And then keep that flag going. So there we go. So if you're struggling with team deathmatch, you're thinking, well, what can I do? I keep getting killed and get very frustrated. Have a go at this sort of tactics. Lock down a part of the map and see what happens. Anyway, that's enough for me. Look out for more team deathmatch, dom, kill confirmed, free for all that sort of good stuff, strategies and tactics guys coming out over the next few weeks. If you've got any questions or comments, put them down in the box below. You know, if you've got a particular question about play styles or weapons or anything like that in Modern Warfare 2019, I'd love to hear them because it gives me great ideas for videos. And I'll see you again soon.
Friendly UAV online. Allied cluster strike inbound. Enemy in the minecart. Enemy at the woods. Enemy at the woods. Reloading. Good impact, still hot. Keep it tight. Enemy in the showers. Stand down. Had enough.